Tales from the Pookies.
With Evan. Today we got a video about some McDonald's employees trying to enrich themselves financially. How's it go? Well, let's find out.
On June 22nd, 2024, officers responded to a fraud report at a McDonald's that was serving up a lot more than just burgers.
Okay, first of all, why are you still in that McDonald's? Oh, look, see? $28,000. To my understanding, most McDonald's are like franchisees, so it's ran by. They're definitely gonna miss $28,000. Just most people don't touch $28,000. But honestly, if you ran a McDonald's store, or if you ran any type of business, you would miss $28,000. That's a lot of money. That's a college degree.
Talking about a missing $28,000. The whole scheme started to unravel thanks to one disgruntled employee who couldn't help but notice a ghost on the payroll. Specifically, someone getting paid who...
Okay. So apparently they were getting away with it until somebody wasn't getting their cut or whatever. It usually always happens, usually always a snitch when it comes to financial, if you're not doing it by yourself.
never actually bothered to show up for a shift. Mr. John, the owner, immediately launched an investigation to find out where that fast food fortune was really going.
So, I'm not sure if we're going to find out in the video. It's got a cute little butt. So one of the disgruntled employees reported to the manager, and the manager did an investigation. Now, was that disgruntled employee in on it and didn't get their fair share, or they didn't cut, or they just didn't like the person who's doing it? I guess we'll find out.
So, you wanted to report somebody at McDonald's, you said?
Every day since November.
Of last year? Okay.
So he hired 2 ghost employees. They don't exist. They're not there. But they're getting a paycheck. And that's going to him. So he's getting 3 paychecks.
And how did you...
See how the scheme works? What they do is they create a fake employee, and they do the hours and everything, and probably paperwork is fake. But what they do is when that employee gets paid, it doesn't go to the employee because the employee doesn't exist. It goes into whoever created the ghost employee's pocket. So they're getting their paycheck plus that ghost employee's paycheck. So let's say they're getting $3,000, they're getting $6,000. Yeah, I wonder if taxes come out of that check. Like, what do they do when it comes to tax time?
discover this?
I don't know that I want to put their name in the reports. They told me to keep it.
Yeah.
The one employee.
One
took
employee.
us off to it and looked into it. And every time you do like a change on a time clock, it needs to be approved by the general manager.
Okay.
And he would go in and manually edit it. So there's two employees that he hired. One is, I don't even know if they're real people, but
Yeah.
we have their address, their social, we have all.
I would say, do you have the address for these people? That way I can actually look up and see if there's any data.
So he created the whole shebang: address, social security number, which is probably made up or some dead person's. So, I mean, address is pretty simple. You can pick a vacant house or something like that, address, or stuff like that. But I wanted to, well, yeah, technically it is stealing because the employee is not fictional and they're getting that check. So they're stealing hours in. Sounds like 2 felonies because they're stealing hours and money. Jesus Christ.
On these people. Okay. That's for Alexander Hernandez. Does it show a birthday for him? For Alexander?
I can get all of that.
What's the second person?
The other one is Luis Lopez. So this one threw us off because there's actually a Luis Lopez that works there, but he hired a second Luis Lopez with 2 Z's on the last name.
What's Ismael's last name?
Ramirez. And I can get you his address, but he's actually in the store right now.
Gotcha. How long has he been there for?
13
Whoa.
years.
13
Do you
years.
have
Well, actually longer than that. I've been there for 13 years. He was there before I got there.
Okay. Do you have an amount?
So the guy who's been doing it was here for 13 years. $13 at a job. And you still $28,000. I wonder if this is his first time doing it. It's because it can't be his first time doing it. It's probably the first time he got caught. So he's probably stolen a lot more. Because he was there before this guy came. So he's probably got at least 100 grand. That's my estimate.
It's $15,293.85. For Luis Lopez is $12,619.65. So Alexander was hired on November 15th, 2023, and Luis was hired January 13th. So what he would do is Sunday is when the payroll would close out. He would go in like in the middle of the night or before anyone else there, and he would edit it. He would add $40 to each employee for the week. Sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more.
So does this show an actual schedule of when these people work? Like hours?
Well, that's what threw us off. They were never on the schedule.
Okay.
That's how we figured it out. First, we only knew about Alexander.
Okay.
Did he say they're not on a schedule?
Payroll versus the
The
schedule.
schedules.
And it threw us off because Luis was another one, but there was 2 Luises.
Yeah.
So he added a second Z so that when their name was on the time clock, because everyone can see the time clock.
Yeah.
But the one that took us off was an overnight employee. He's like, why are you guys always complaining that labor's high and you guys got this guy punched in and he's not even working yet? But they've been getting paid since November.
Oh.
So he has access to pay cards too. So like he'll hire new employees and he can assign them a pay card.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He has a pay card, I'm guessing. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask when they get paid, do they get paper checks, direct deposit, or
It's
how?
either direct deposit, which is how Ismo gets paid, but these employees are on a pay
On
card.
the pay card?
Right.
Pay
Okay.
card.
And all my office people are the only ones that have access to that. We
Oh.
trust them, these are general managers.
Yeah.
Not supposed to-
Yep.
Another manager stole my password.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
did it. That's not the case because you can see him doing it on the computer in the office.
Okay.
So he
Gotcha.
made an employee with. There's already an employee named Luis, so he made another. It's like the laziest scheme ever. Could have been John Bigelow or somebody else, but he just named it after another employee and just added another Z to the name. Some of these thieves are just dumb and lazy. No wonder they get caught.
From his house, because it's like cloud-based.
So he has access to that at his house,
Any computer.
in the computer? Okay.
Because he's the highest level GM, he's the highest level manager, he can edit payroll.
Okay.
What do you want to get done? You
Exactly.
want to
Like,
sign complaints, you want him to get charged with felony, or
For
do you
sure.
want him to reimburse the $28,000?
All the above.
All of the
Unfortunately,
above.
if you choose signing the complaints, you can't go after him for the 28, you could go after him for 28 in court.
Yeah.
If
I don't think he's got.
if you don't choose the 28 and you choose signing the complaints, or sorry, if you don't choose signing the complaints
He
Okay.
violated trust, so.
absolutely.
for what, 6 months now?
Maybe more, I mean, he's making good money, he's getting full benefits.
Everything, yeah.
We just gave him a raise, he's getting bonus. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
So he's a general manager. He's getting bonuses. He just got a raise and everything. Why is he stealing? Probably because he has an addiction. That's why. He's got a gambling addiction, a drug addiction. Wouldn't be surprised if he's addicted to OnlyFans, spending all that money when he could just go to the internet and get it for free. For free. You don't have to spend all that money on OnlyFans. You can get it for free. Gotta make better financial decisions, and especially if you're like a manager like that, that's a lot of money you're making. Unless you got a lot of baby mamas, then of course he's gonna steal.
There's no reason for it.
I mean, yeah, so we'll do, we're saying the complaints or whatnot.
Did you guys arrest him? And does he go to jail for this, or what is it? What happened?
So the process is, so we do the primary report and then we kick it over to the detectives.
Yeah.
They have to do subpoenas, they're gonna pull those bank records, they have to subpoena those pay cards. So the process will take a few months before you even see him getting arrested. They're gonna have to bring him in.
Oh wow, a few months.
Then you and the detectives have to gather all the evidence you possibly have to prove that he is the one that's taking it.
Oh wow.
So
And the whole report.
your next question is, you don't want him there?
No.
What should you do?
I want to.
Continue on with your protocol, but don't
Yeah,
expect
sure.
us going there without arresting, because it doesn't work like that. Unfortunately, we have to gather everything that we have.
Get
We
the
have to
evidence.
talk to the detectives, and then however they want to handle it, they handle it.
We can't just go and arrest him at this point.
So they can't just go arrest him at this point, because normally when we're seeing these videos, they come in, they do a little investigation, and they go arrest the person. But I think in this case it's different, because they don't actually have video evidence or evidence to show he's actually stealing the money. I think it's a little more complicated, even though it's seems so surface level, but it's complicated when it comes to prosecuting. Because like you said, they need to get bank records and prove he's actually getting paid that money. And plus, it's going to be even tougher if it's not going into his bank, it's going to like someone else's bank. Which, I mean, won't be that hard to trace, because they follow the money. But we'll see.
Until we do that, like you said, the initial report, it gets turned over to investigations. They get all of their documentation in order. So
That's what we normally, like when I usually fire someone, it's over something stupid, like
Yeah.
they stole $100 or
Yeah.
one
We're
kid.
talking $28,000.
Yeah,
We don't want to steal beat in this.
No, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here.
$100, man.
More serious than $100. Yeah, we're go there.
You scared them? They get
Just saying $100. That's $28,000.
correct, because we actually want to make sure that these
Let me say I would. He stole $28,000. This isn't a firing offense.
complaints are filed correctly, and he gets the charges that he needs to get, rather than him getting tipped off and then all of a sudden he's preparing to when we're gonna question him or whatever the case may be. And he agrees that he stole the 28,000. He signs that he did. Hey, he's admitting to guilt there. All right. Yep. No problem. All right.
So what happens if he doesn't admit to guilt? It's like, I didn't steal it. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do it. Then it gets even more complicated, because now they gotta prove he actually did it. He logged on. I'm thinking they probably have like software. I forgot what software it is, to where they can show it. He logged in and used his password to change it. Because I know in some of these programs you have to use your employee ID and password to log in, change it so they can be tracked. I'm sure that's easily proven.
Good. Thank you.
According to the Financial Review, revealing that Ismail misappropriated $27,913.50 using 2 fictitious employees.
Okay, so this is what he did. Tracking the payroll fraud, the email investigation. So he created payroll for 2 employees, Alexander Hernandez and Luis Lopez. No, address doesn't exist, and disconnected numbers. Which he could have got a lot of some address. Cash withdrawals from fake accounts. Oh. So he would withdraw the money and then deposit into his account on the same day. Like, why would he deposit into his same account? Should have just kept the cash. Be so easily tracked. So then $27,913.50. Okay. So wait a minute, does it say he created accounts for these two guys? It looks like it. So he created the accounts for withdraw the money and put it into his account the same day. There it is. Blowing all the money on TikTok purchases. There it is. So, usually if you're making good money, that's usually why you're stealing, get greedy, because you have some sort of addiction. Addiction is expensive. Even if it's like collecting toys or buying unique rocks. It's expensive. What? That's not really addiction, that's a hobby. But something that you can't seem to live without. But you can live without an addiction. It's not always just drugs and gambling. There's sex addiction, there's that we're addicted to the phones. I know I'm addicted to my phone. I gotta have it everywhere, like on the toilet. I need a detox.
The accounts, Alexander Hernandez and Luis Lopez. These identities featured non-existent phone numbers and unverified personal details. Investigation linked Ismail to the fraud through same-day cash transactions. Funds withdrawn from the fake accounts at a Chase Bank ATM in Elmhurst, Illinois, were immediately deposited.
All right, sir, you ready? Yeah. All right.
Here he is.
We're gonna just step in here real quick.
This is the man of the hour, Mr. $27,000. What do you think his excuse is? What do you think his excuse is going to give? Do you think he's going to confess? Or do you think he's going to lawyer up? Like, what do you think? As soon as he said, I need to see my lawyer. That's all you got to say. And it's done. Now they have to prove you did it. Make them work.
I gotta make sure you don't have any weapons on you.
Okay, still live on log.
Hey, it's 31. Did they punch me a ticket for this?
He looked like he did it. He definitely did it. Look at him. Not to make the judgment, but he looked like somebody who's still. He looks like somebody who has a TikTok addiction. Not to be judgmental, but to be judgmental. He did it.
This guy at the station? Yeah, just do that. And then it's 10K to 100K, but that's only for sentencing, so it's not part of the trial.
You want the time to call or just pretend it's not spent?
Yeah. Fingerprints, pictures, he's gonna give you some paperwork.
Wait, what was it?
100K, but that's it's 10K to 100K, but that's only for sentencing, so it's not part of the trial.
You want the time to call or just pretend it's not spent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fingerprints, pictures, he's gonna give you some paperwork.
Okay.
See you bye. Go to court. Otherwise, you will see me again.
No.
I know, you got a lawyer and everything's good.
Yeah.
Let him deal with it.
All right, sir, if I can have you come stand up and stand with your back to this gray board for me.
Oh, he's already in jail.
All right, Ishmael. You're been charged with 1 count of felony theft, okay?
Oh.
This is your charge here. This here is what we call pre-trial release.
Oh, he's already in jail. For some reason, I was a little confused. I thought we were in the McDonald's and they were coming to talk to him while he's there. He's already in jail. Huh.
On the cognizance, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm giving you the ability to sign so you can release instead of having to go out to jail. Okay? Do you have any questions?
No.
Just work with Dean to get it squared away, okay?
No, yeah, what?
All right? And you know not to do this again.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you've got no questions, we'll get you out of here. And then you are out the door, sir. Your court date's listed on there. It's, I believe, the 15th at 9:30 a.m. out at the DuPage County Courthouse in Wheaton. Work with Dean if you have any questions on what to do, what to wear, things like that, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, sir?
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
So is he going out? Is he out on bond? Or?
Thank you. All right, good luck to you. Thanks for coming in and taking care of this, okay? Yep.
Fast forward to September 11th, 2025,
I guess it's going to tell me what happened. Did he show up? Did he go to jail?
and Ismail finally made a trip to the Villa Park police station, not for a shift, but for his booking. He was processed and charged with felony.
Okay, these are his charges. Theft. Unauthorized control, no intent to deprive. 1 count. 10,000, 100,000. Well, at least it's only 1 count, but that 1 count could carry a hefty fine.
Theft of more than $10,000, but less than $100,000. Our subject was provided pre-trial release on own recognizance pending a court date of this October.
So, didn't really say what his sentence was, because I don't think he was sentenced yet. But, costly. I'm sure he's gonna have to pay restitution, $28,000, and then you add on court costs, and if he gets a lawyer, and whatever other he's gonna have to go through. He's gonna have to pay a hefty fine. You know, stealing costs money. I don't know if you know that. Stealing costs money. And you will eventually get caught.
The sad part, you're not going to jail. You're going to prison.
If you keep stealing, it's likely you're gonna pay more than you stole. Till next time. Don't steal, because it costs.